Alright, this is gonna be my first tutorial video, so bear with me. It's gonna be about how to take down helicopter as the fastest way. The fastest way is, of course, using RPGs, but I'm gonna show you the optimal way of doing it. The most you're gonna need is this. This is optional. I prefer concealed vest for speed and ZSH helmets for literally protection. You need a PKM and about 2 stacks of ammo. You don't need a 3 stacks, but just make sure you have some kills. Apart from that, you don't need much else. This can be the Stanley there, Torda or Attack. I personally like this because it makes like no sound and doesn't have that much of a speed debuff and gives a lot of space, as you can see. But of course, if you wear an attack 5 or Torda, I would suggest that putting in your inventory if you have inventory space and putting it back on when you need it, because you're gonna be making a lot of noise if you wear attack 5s or Tordas. So let's jump into the good part. There's some requirements that needs heli to be spawned in. One of them is there's at least gotta be 10 people in the server. So if there's like 9 people, like if you go in these servers, you won't find any heli because there's not enough people. These servers might have heli, but to be sure, I always go to servers with 10 people on it. 10 people is the bare minimum of the requirement. It might have spawned, it might have not. Depends. There's a spawn timer too. I'm not sure what's the exact time is, but I'm pretty sure it's like frequent, about like an hour or about that. Okay, there's no heli. You can tell if there's a heli or not by just being on the runs main menu. You will hear its chopper propeller literally making sounds. So if you don't hear that, that means there's no heli. So let me check up another server. Okay, there's Whisper and there's Helicopter. Let's spawn west, hopefully next to airfield. Which sounds like not. There's a cheater. Cheater. You can always go to J7 here to grab an RPG, which absolutely helps. But for this video's purposes, I will not do that because you might not always find it there. Everybody's probably finding Whisper right now, so it should be fairly easy to take down heli without any interruption or third party. One of the reasons why I'm wearing this kit is because it's like we're so fast. Aside from this, we're like getting no movement speed debuffs. There's the RPG spawn right there, right behind those sandbags. Should spawn an RPG naturally, but I'm not gonna grab it. I'm going to the airfield. Let's draw our PCam just in case if there's anybody here. I don't got so much patience. I'm gonna just sprint. You always want to be slow when you're taking down heli, because until you shoot it, after you shoot it, it becomes really obvious that you're taking down the heli because it starts shooting its rockets. Oh, let's just grab these, because why not? makes it really easier to do the heli. First thing you want to do is get rid of that guy over there. Nice. Now, before we move into taking down the heli, it's really important that you have like good headphones that you can tell where the heli is going and where it's coming. Because heli has 4 states. 1 patrol, as you're seeing here, it's patrolling. 2 idle, when it stays like silent. 3 hunting, that's when he goes behind players, like chases them. And 4 suppressive fire, that's the state where we wanna attack heli. So we're just gonna do this, just a couple rounds to take it into suppressive fire. As you can hear, it's right there. It's right there. This is when we start shooting. Don't shoot it anywhere else. Just shoot it from here. If it doesn't stay there, but instead goes up here, like here, you can go outside and take it down shooting from here. But be careful, this is way more dangerous than the thing we did right now. So I don't know how much time it took, but it was pretty fast. You don't want to sit here like a duck. I just did that, but you don't have to do that. Make sure you grab these 2, you know, just have better armor. Because when people shoot you, this will be just as good as a tissue paper. Don't shoot the EDF right now, that's one of my advices. Don't shoot the EDF when you get it. Just exfil, because people are gonna be coming after you. They will try to kill you and get the loot. What you want to do is go to a really low pop server so you don't get third partied when you're shooting the EDF. I'll just show it right here. We go to this server has 3 people. Perfect. You will go to west side because shooting it east side is not that great of a idea. We go west. Best spot to do is about here, because you will be closer to this exfil right here. This exfil is the best exfil in the game. You cannot get interrupted. The other best spot to do is, of course, airfield. You can just shoot it here. There's a lot of soldiers here that you shouldn't take care of if you're shooting the EDF. Of course, you can take down the radar tower when the EDF lands. The third is here. This NATO, not apartments. This UNO exfil is the third best. Some people say it's good to shoot it on castle, but I don't think that's correct. If you shoot at castle, that's like in the middle of the map. Yes, you can see the people are coming, but there's gonna be a lot of people coming from east and west. So, but we spawned somewhere safe. I mean, there's not that much people around anyways, so we might just pop it right here. Shoot it towards Exfil. There it goes. Solter changed how EDFs work now near like border zones, so it's gonna drop over to the fueling station, probably about that distance, because we're near the border of the map. That's because it used to, the supply drops used to sometimes go over boundaries and you couldn't reach them. That's how I lost like 2 EDFs. And that way, at least it stays in the map. You might not get it, but it's there. Let me just do this, cause why not? Don't be looking at the EDF. Oh my gosh, calm down. Like, don't be like that. Make sure you are aware of your surroundings. Make sure you're not getting ambushed by a guy that just saw the EDF drop around you. That can happen. That happens most of the times if you're not careful around, the Murphy's Law. We didn't get that much good of a loot, but I'll take it. Why not take the close to? And we just straight up go to the expo. Take out our PKM. Make sure nobody's following us. Don't peek out too much. And there it is. We are safe. We shoot it down the hilly. We're safe. We're done the EDF. We're safe. That's the best way to do this, in my opinion. All right. See y'all.